Hey everyone, as I'm sure everyone's excited for Chapter 2 slash the full release of Scrapmechanic come out. Before... Oh no. This is not how things are supposed to go. That was very rude. What was I saying? Oh, that's right. Chapter 2 slash the full release is coming out, and it's going to be adding mining. And I wanted to show off my autonomous robot. I will show this off in survival and creative, because I designed it in creative to be made in survival. And this big thing is not actually it. It's this tiny thing. So, in the real world, right, I do a lot of robotic stuff, research-wise, and I kind of wanted to do it in Scrapmechanic. And I actually made this thing over a year ago, quite a long time ago. But I never actually like published or showed it just because I just didn't. And I saw that now that chapter 2 is coming out, mining might be changed and this thing might be obsolete now. And what I wanted to create was a autonomous robot, semi-autonomous, that would basically allow to help mining, but not do it for you, but help. Because I feel like a lot of the robots you build in Scrapmechanic are kind of for fun. Right, they don't really help you. There's just a kind of novelty of having a robot. But this guy actually helps, right? And he's powered by gas, right? He's already filled up, right? And I can activate this mode to mine trees. It's very cool. I haven't seen anything like it in Scrapmechanic. And we can just turn them on here, and all we have to do is you have these modes. I don't remember what these lights mean because it's been so long since I've done this. But one is like mining, one is like not mining. So I turn on, it's searching, right? Let's see. It should be able to find that rock, right? From this distance. This is the first time. Oh no, apparently it can't. Okay. You know, it's not perfect. Let's put it like here. Just to kind of show it off, we'll put it so it's facing the wrong direction. And it should be able to find it, right? It's got... The limitations on this are just the limits of the sensors, and it should be able to find this rock and mine it. And it turns on its rock drilling abilities only when it's actually, you know, supposed to be touching the rock, and it'll go through and it'll mine the rock all the way down. It's pretty cool stuff, right? And I wanted to show it off in survival to kind of show that it is. And once it's mined it can like still see these small pieces and mine them. Right, and it'll go through and it'll mine out this entire rock, and I haven't had to do anything, right? I could be here with my collector bot, my collector vehicle, and collect these things while it's mining for me. And, you know, if you want to be super efficient, I could come over here and mine this myself. I wonder if it'll see it. It might be too far away from it. Yeah, it's too far, right? So if I was, like, being active, I could have saw this and mined that while it goes out. And look, it's mining that guy. It mined all but one of those pieces there, and this is completely survival, right? There's no advanced things going on here that are beyond the scope of what you can make in a survival world, right? It's not easy, nonetheless. It's very specific in how I designed it. These angles are all very specific, but I should show it off mining a tree. To be honest with you, it's really meant for mining the large trees, like that guy over there, not this guy right here. And I'm going to be completely honest with you, it's been a while since I've been in this survival world. I don't think that tree was there. Maybe it was. So this guy, I think, does very well with these big trees as well, right? That's kind of its multi-purpose robotic function here. And we just got to turn this mode on. We want to make sure it's on before we start having it go. And let's see, how much gas did it use? It didn't use any gas, so it was at 9 before. And if we turn it on, it should be able to mine this. Now, there's some limitations. Like when it jumps up like that, there's the risk of it landing on the robot, which kind of like that, but it should be able to handle this. Right, it should be able to handle this. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. And it might miss some things, like you saw it miss that right there. But it's gonna basically mine the whole thing. And if it wasn't for this chemical pond, it might even get some on top. But it's not gonna do perfect. But the point is, I could have it doing this while I'm mining another tree with my other mining robot, like one that I'm controlling, and I can come back and just clean up what it's done. Look at that. And it's getting stuck here, it looks like. I don't want to... I'll grab it, but I don't want it to go into the chemical pond. But it shouldn't matter, right? And now we're going to see one thing that might get stuck on. Is this, right? Yeah, it's going to get stuck on that because it doesn't know the difference between this object and this object. And something I really want in the full release is the ability to sense wood versus not wood or stone, like color sensing kind of, like, because color sensors don't work unless it's a placed object that you've painted, right? So in its mind, this is the same as this. And if I could make it so it can see that this is not wood, it shouldn't be trying to mine that. That would be the biggest advancement. But there's no way to do that right now in this game, the base game. So let's go ahead and go into a creative world and show off it in some better detail. So let's go ahead and start looking at how this guy actually works, right? We have some other iterations of this robot that has no top on it. That was like the beta version that I made. Let's see. This, I think, is the up-to-date one without like a shielding on it, and before I added the saw blade. So we can look at what actually is in here. So if we look at the logic here, we can explain it a little bit. We have this red for left and this green for right, this blue for forward. This pink is like if sensing. This red is, of course, the logic to turn left. Green is the logic to turn right. Blue is the logic to go forward. We have these controllers, one for right, one for left, one in the center for forward, and then one for these angles, right? So if we look out, we can see that pink turns on if I'm being sensed. So if we look at the range it has, like, let's look at the blind spot. So he has a little blind spot like there. It's really small. Has a blind spot there, right? So it has some blind spots, but generally the coverage is very good. Like, this blind spot's so small, it's hard to even stay in it. And look, I was able to walk through it. If I was out here, we can look at its blind spots. Right, it's generally pretty good coverage. These were angled very, very precisely, very well, I think. And this guy down here is so if there's a rod on the floor, rods are 1 block tall, so it's angled actually very slightly. If you can tell, C9 there. So it's angled slightly, I think, up. So if there's a block that's 2 blocks tall, it can see it. If it's slightly 1 block tall, it won't be able to see it, so therefore it won't mine the one block tall fragments on the ground. Right, if we turn this guy on here, we can kind of see it goes into this searching mode. I don't know if we can look at the logic, see what's on. Yeah, that purple is its searching mode. Oh, my searching mode is telling it to turn right. And of course, if I walk in its vision, you can see it starts doing some decision making about how it should follow me, because it doesn't know the difference between like an object or a rock. You can see it starts to try and follow whatever it's sensing. It's kind of scary when you think about it, how well it's doing this. And if I get out of its range, it's going to stop. It's going to start looking. And oh, there you go, it sees me. It's honed in on me immediately. It's going to start mining. And now it's making contact. It's going to start mining me. Making some small movements. Let me know what y'all think of these robot guys. I think they're pretty cool looking. I think they perform their job to, I think, the best you could expect from this game. I'm also excited to see how we can modify these for the new chapter. For the mining, it's going to be very different. We're going to have lasers, we're going to have, hopefully maybe we'll have better sensors. I doubt it, but this could be really cool to see how this can evolve, this kind of technology. So please let me know what you think, and maybe we'll have another video like this for the new chapter, right, to see what kind of cool technology we can create. Thanks for watching.